I remember this is part two of the application, right? Because age can go till the cows come home, you know, until we come to a full understanding of the what I call fuckery, right? Judiciary fuckery system that unfortunately have been, you know, the culprit. Because when you go to the legal system, you know, there are a certain group of people known to be straight A lawyers, right? And your case will be, expedited. You know, it's like to the highest bidder. You know, if you can find that lawyer, because you got a name, reputation, so you understand well the rule of the law, David law. That's there, affidavit. So whereas we live in a secular world, so to speak. So spirituality, everybody's spiritual. I'm a spiritual. So I was, for example, because of my crime, look at this, to be born indigenous Palestinian Muslim, reborn Muslim, right? Muslim, spiritual, in the spiritual meaning. That's what, it's what it is to you. I don't have to subscribe to your nonsense before I have to be born to a Jewish family, before I had gone through rituals indoctrination boot camp until I qualify to eat kosher, because now under the constitution, and I tell you, I have certain food restriction. I cannot eat willy-nilly the food that you offer me, because now my body will react to that. I have the holy body, the foundation, right, the mind and the free will. Of course, you have the heart, the guts, and you can go through the chakras if you want to be a spiritual Hindu, Israelite, or a Jewish Israeli. It doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter, because the state of Israel is not. It's not about the Jewish race. Jewish race. It's not. Well, we can have a Christian state. They tried. The Crusades happened for a reason, and then Salah ad-Din came and kicked the shit out of the arses of the head of their power, the Romans. We're back to Roman Empire, because you got the Trump tears. Again, look, I speak because I speak the way I speak. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. This is nothing to, say, well, you cannot say this. Why? I'm debating, I'm talking. Business analyst, political analyst, scientific pseudoscientist, Frankenstein science, pseudoscience is Frankenstein science, basically. Subject matter trolls, and, true scientists that get muzzles, and, the like of, Julie Migwith. I get to know the lady's name from my, deep dive into the rabbit hole and the, understanding and scientific research behind what these, because, nano tubes existed before you heard about the shit and the, nanocarbon, what they call it, carbon tubes, right? Why? Because they have managed to manufacture, right, graphene, monolayer, which can be rolled into different thicknesses, and that's how you build your, basically, tubes. Could be nano, it could be carbon fiber tubes. That's how they make it, because it's strong, it's stretchy, elastic. This is periodic table for you scientists. 6 of the, unique, it does not repeat, unique. Because the next one element is going to be a different element altogether. That's just science for you, if you want to go science. So now suddenly, a man who goes to aerospace engineering has to argue with the schmucks of the lowest of the requirements to get into the admission to go into engineering, basically, let alone aerospace. This guy is a psychiatrist, basically the guy who will just listen to your bullshit, and he thinks you're out of your mind because oh well, you came here because you need us to tell you what's up. No, I don't need you to tell me what's up. You're in violation of my unalienable natural rights and freedom under the Constitution. I was subject to your unlawful, not only sustain the body, like I said, habeas corpus. I'm the body. I'm telling you the evidence before the facts. Look, I wasn't born like this. Alhamdulillah, perfect teeth. Until you, motherfuckers, that's the only way I can describe it, because you are motherfuckers at this point. What respect? No jurisdiction, understand what that means. No consent, understand. No, there's no gun to my head. Alhamdulillah, I have me and my cigarette. I'm sitting under a tree. I would be playing the flamenco guitar, but unfortunately, I have to wait because we have now a spaces platform that we have to control your speech on, and therefore, you are subject to surveillance, constant surveillance. You just have to get different privileges as you become a paid member, and this is that circular, economy that feeds itself, because you need the people to pay their hard-earned money until that system gets enough inertia where they can deplete all cash, and you have gone from basically gold and silver, gold standard, so to speak, the Coinage Act, now to a petrodollar, basically 50 years agreement, to basically a fictitious, right, credit-based system since 1974, and the petrodollar was the ground currency of the world reserves, because previous to that it was what, the sterling pound, last I checked. Okay, so yeah, I'm animated because you have to understand the era I lived in. I lived in the 80s. I was born in 85, right? So the 80s and all the way to growing up with the anime and the cartoons, and look, man, I was a second generation refugee. We only had a TV much later. We from the ashes. You can try to take my smile, but احنا فلسطينيين alhamdulillah, we smile in the face of adversity. We know alhamdulillah, because at the end of the day we committed no crime. The only crime is because there are certain group of people that claim that they are indigenous to the land. How? I mean, if you're that retard that you cannot tell from your skin color where you're from and what your natural your natural body ambient, what it resonates with, basically, and the climate, because you cannot climatize. Look, it's Canada for me, man. It's like, what is it, plus 15? What is it?